Hey, Days of Judah here, and this is 5 Minutes Flat. This is a series where I talk about my life and my art journey, and so today I want to talk to you about references and how they work for me and how I use them. Sometimes you can use them literally, sometimes you can play with the ideas that you see in them and sort of abstract those ideas a little bit. So that's what I want to talk to you about today. So today I'm going to show you one piece that I made, and this is something that I think I'm going to keep playing with, this idea. Normally I do a lot of, I deal with realism and do a lot of pictures, images of people, but in that work, a lot of plant life and leaves and vines show up because it's sort of a symbol of life and spirituality and things like that. So here's the piece, and I'm bringing it closer so you can get a sense of. I was playing around a lot with leaf veins. I think they're really beautiful. So just playing with how I could make those on this piece here. And obviously this is I guess you could call this kind of an abstraction. Let's see, hold that there. Kind of an abstraction. It's not super realist, but it's, you can recognize it and you can see and know what it is. So what I do is I go online or open up a book, Google book, whatever suits your fancy, and I find images of leaf veins, which is what I was really interested in and what I wanted to do. And so I found those images and I played around with that, and this is what I came up with. And actually this is something, it was kind of an idea from an idea, because I went into sorry if you could hear that in the background, I have cats and they're being crazy. But I went into a store and I saw this image of leaves on, like gold leaves on background. I thought, ooh, that's really pretty paper. I'm gonna buy it. And I was like, oh no, wait, let me see if I can recreate that. So as I showed you in the video before, I was playing around with some smaller pieces where I was just doing that over and over just to get a feel for it. And then I created this bigger piece, which is a final, which I think I'm gonna keep playing with it. I think I'm gonna make more pieces like this and just see where it leads me. But then that intrigued me, to go and look online at leaves again, and some realistic, some actual photographs of leaves and leaf veins. And so then I started doing these drawings, which is a little closer to realism in terms of how leaf veins look in a leaf. And actually, the more I looked, the more it was like a rabbit hole, because there was like this type of leaf, and then there's this type of leaf, and there's veins that go this way and that way and that way, and it got to be a lot. But anyway, I just played around and created this image, and I might try playing around with this and painting this. Basically, all of that to say, I had an art teacher who said, try to paint the tree or draw the tree without drawing all of the leaves, without drawing every single little leaf. That's an interesting concept when you're using references and when you're thinking about abstraction, because unless you're like a super meticulous, maybe a little OCD painter or artist, you're not going to create every single tiny leaf that you'll see. It'll be there for the rest of your life. Or every little tiny detail. You pick and choose and you push and pull with how much of an abstracted image you're creating from this real image. So that's what I'm doing now. That's what I'm doing in this work. So if you're an artist out there, what do you do with your references? Do you shoot for straight up realism? Do you go for like, I want this to be an exact copy? Or are you trying to play and put your own spin on it? Are you trying to be make it your abstracted version of it, and make it your own in a new and different sort of way? So It is 5 minutes. Oh, 5 minutes and 1 second. I went over, but it's okay. This is Days of Judah, and this is 5 minutes flat. And I would love to hear your opinion on abstracts and references. Have a great night.